Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're going to do a quick review of this guy right here. But before we get into it, please like and subscribe. Please like the Facebook page. Please like the Instagram. So let's go ahead and get into it here. Let's move these aside. Let's do some size comparisons here. So, to get out of the way, this is the Guardian Tactical Recon-40. It is the bigger of the bunch. Here's a 940. Let's go down here too, just to make sure you can get both views. Yes, it is still noticeably bigger. Not your average OTF. It is definitely large. Here's an XM 18 3.5 inch. Kind of gives you a good size comparison. Here is a Shaman. As you can see, sorry about that, but as you can see, this is a big boy. Here's a Strider SMG. All right, so to be honest, I'm gonna move the stuff around here. Here we go. To be honest, this is probably my favorite and best large OTF I've carried, that I've owned. From overall action, just how smooth the trigger is, how fast and demanding the trigger is, to simply the clip, to the simple, not very aggressive glass breaker, to the comfortable handle, to the overall size, handle blade length ratio that's going on, to the width of the blade, to the handle. A lot of OTFs will have a thin blade and a much fatter, wider handle, and it looks odd. This doesn't really do that, and I appreciate that. A thicker blade can handle more. I appreciate that 100%. The one thing that bothers me is this. You can even kind of see it slightly. That is the only thing that bothers me. Deploying, great. Sharpness, great. Steel, LMAX, great. I have no problem with anything at all with this. In fact, this is definitely my favorite large OTF I've handled. I would go on a limb and say it is the best OTF, large OTF. Quality and action, just overall. I would even say Guardian Tactical has better OTFs than, better quality, I should say, better quality OTFs than Microtech. I don't think they have better selection because they just have fewer models and fewer sizes and all this. But if you just want a quality OTF that works, that's solid, is smooth, has great action, looks good, feels great, has a good pocket clip, simple, non-stabby or aggressive glass breaker with a lanyard hole that does make sense, though I'd still hate that it's taking priority over this, but I don't see another way to really do this elegantly with a glass breaker on an OTF, mainly because there's a lot of mechanics that go on inside, so that's where that gets an excuse. Fire is great, reliable, smooth. Obviously OTFs are less or more prone to failure, just because like if dirt and whatnot gets inside here, you'd have an issue. You can have issues later on. The nice thing is it comes with Torx. Easy to take off, take apart, if you so choose. I would not recommend doing it. I would leave that up to the professionals in that area. I would leave it up to taking it in and having Guardian Tactical look at it if you need it. But I haven't had any issues with it, and I work in a trade, dirty trade. So far so good. I don't know if dirt has gotten in there though, so I can't attest that it would how it would do in that scenario. But if you are worried about that, you can get covers to actually go over the hole. But I know that kind of defeats the purpose of having OTF. OTFs are quicker to deploy, quicker to then get in and cut, open up whatever you need to open up. Actually safer, mainly because the blade, when coming out, it goes out that way, away from your hand, whereas in a frame lock, you are closing it towards your hand. So if you weren't paying attention and you barely didn't quite get away your finger away quick enough, still cut yourself. Even same thing with this guy here, the compression lock. If you're not paying attention, your hand is down here and it slides, that could be an issue. This is a little bit different because you kind of have your hands here, but still, a blade is another mechanics are closing towards you, towards your hand, and when failing, this goes down away from everything, where when failing, this or goes towards your hand that way when failing. So does the shaman, so does every other folder. So that's kind of the one thing that we will have to look at. The reality is it is overall safer. And no, you can't just, put this up against your hand and it go right through my hand. That doesn't work like that. What will happen is when it goes and hits something, it'll get off its track and stop. Yes, you may still get like half and a quarter inch in your hand or whatever, but it won't go all the way through. So that's kind of the thing. There's not much else to say about this guy. There just isn't. But that's a good thing. There's no negatives. There's no bad. There's not like a glaring issue that I see. The only thing is the movement here. That's really it. And I just wish Guardian Tactical made more models, had more variety. That's about it. if you're looking for a large, solid OTF, that's quality, functional, capable, then I would 100% get Guardian Tactical. Whether it's a Recon-40 or its smaller brother, the 35. I would recommend this guy 100%. I would in fact recommend it over a Microtech. Mainly because it is US made 100%. And you know it's US made. They're a US company. They're proudly made in the United States. Solid action, solid trigger, smooth as can be, super easy to deploy, great a trigger this way and that way. Whereas in like a Microtech, some people had a hard time deploying it. Even Heretic sometimes were hard to deploy. But I can hand this to almost anybody that has never fired one, and they just are able to make it work. So smooth, so easy. And that makes it so appealing to everybody and easy to get into. And I think it also makes it easier for people that are scared of them in a way, just to have something that they know is high quality, but also know that, hey, when this shoots off and hits something, it doesn't go through it. Actually one of the safest types of knives, but we'll get into that some other time. But regardless, yes, I do recommend this 100% if you're looking for a large OTF, US made, high quality, probably the best overall OTF, large OTF. But that's really going to be it. This guy's an LMAX. It's hard to say that there's much else to mention. Other than if you're looking for a large OTF, this is what I would go with 100%. Just quality and overall action. Yeah, I would get it. But that's gonna be it for now. I'll see you guys in the next one. Please subscribe, please like the video, please follow the Instagram and like the Facebook page, and I'll see you guys in the next one.